Yu Menglong case. Original footage: manager and Song Yiren caught laughing during crime scene. The internet had seen scandals before. It had seen leaked recordings. It had seen mysterious disappearances. But nothing prepared millions of viewers for the video that appeared online at exactly 2:17 a.m. on a rainy Thursday morning. The file was simply titled, "Original footage. Do not delete." No explanation. No description. No source. Just a blurry thumbnail showing a dark hallway illuminated by a flickering emergency light. Within minutes, curious users clicked. Within hours, the video exploded across social media. Within a day, the entire internet was asking the same question. What really happened on the final night of the Yu Menglong case? Rumors spread faster than wildfire. Some claimed the footage had been hidden for months. Others believed it had been secretly stored on an abandoned server. A few insisted the upload came from someone connected to the investigation itself. Nobody knew the truth. Yet everyone had an opinion. The mystery deepened when internet detectives noticed something chilling hidden inside the footage. A reflection. A laugh. And a secret nobody was supposed to see. According to the fictional timeline circulating online, Yu Menglong had attended a private gathering at a luxury building on the edge of the city. Witnesses claimed nothing unusual happened. Security personnel filed routine reports. Employees went home. Everything appeared normal. Until the footage surfaced. The first 10 minutes showed nothing but empty corridors. Then came the sound. Footsteps. Slow. Careful. Almost hesitant. The camera angle suddenly shifted. The hallway darkened. And a shadow appeared at the far end. The figure remained motionless. Viewers paused the video. Zoomed in. Enhanced screenshots. Shared theories. Nobody could identify who it was. But that wasn't what captured everyone's attention. 30 seconds later, another voice appeared. A laugh. Soft. Unexpected. And completely out of place. Within hours, thousands of amateur investigators began analyzing every frame. Forums exploded. Live streams ran all night. Video creators uploaded hour-long breakdowns. Then someone discovered something shocking. At timestamp 11:43, a polished metal surface reflected two individuals standing nearby. The image was distorted. Blurry. Almost impossible to identify. Almost. Advanced enhancement software produced clearer images. The internet immediately erupted. Some viewers claimed the figures resembled Yu Menglong's manager and Song Yiren. Others argued it was impossible to know. The debate became fierce. Hashtags began trending. Videos reached millions of views. Everyone wanted answers. But the mystery was only beginning. 3 days later, another anonymous upload appeared. This one contained only audio. No visuals. No explanation. No title. The recording lasted exactly 7 minutes and 12 seconds. Most of it consisted of static. Then came voices. Several voices. One sounded nervous. Another sounded angry. And one voice appeared to be laughing. The laughter was brief. Barely noticeable. Yet it became the center of global discussion. Why was someone laughing? What was so funny? And why did the laugh occur at the exact moment the conversation became tense? Nobody could explain it. Theories multiplied. Every new theory created 10 more. The mystery grew larger than anyone imagined. Then investigators discovered an even bigger problem. The footage wasn't complete. Several sections had been removed. Exactly 17 minutes were missing. Not 16. Not 18. 17. The cuts appeared deliberate. Professional. Precise. Whoever edited the footage knew exactly what they were doing. The realization sent shockwaves through the online community. Because missing footage meant hidden information. And hidden information meant secrets. Lots of secrets. The hunt for those missing 17 minutes became an obsession. Thousands searched. Hundreds claimed they had found clues. Most turned out to be fake. But one clue stood out. A digital timestamp hidden inside the video's metadata. It pointed toward an abandoned warehouse district. And that's where the story became truly unbelievable. A small group of online investigators traveled to the location. They expected nothing. Perhaps an old storage unit. Perhaps a dead end. Instead, they found a locked building covered in dust. The structure appeared abandoned for years. Broken windows. rusting metal doors. No signs of activity. But inside, hidden beneath piles of discarded equipment, they discovered a computer. An old computer. Still powered. Still running. Still connected. What they found on that machine would ignite the biggest conspiracy theory in internet history. A folder. One folder. Named Final Version. Inside were hundreds of files. Videos. Audio clips. Photographs. Documents. And one encrypted file nobody could open. The file carried a date matching the night everything supposedly happened. The internet lost its mind. Millions watched live streams waiting for someone to crack the encryption. Days passed. Then weeks. Finally, a breakthrough occurred. The file opened. And what appeared on the screen left everyone speechless. A single sentence. They laughed because they thought nobody would ever see this. The room fell silent. The livestream chat froze. Nobody knew what the sentence meant. But everyone understood one thing. The mystery was far from over. Something bigger was hiding beneath the surface. And the truth was waiting to be uncovered. The sentence from the encrypted file spread across the internet in less than an hour. They laughed because they thought nobody would ever see this. Millions stared at their screens. Nobody knew who wrote it. Nobody knew when it had been written. And most importantly, nobody knew what this actually referred to. Theories flooded social media. Some believed it was a warning. Others believed it was a confession. A few claimed it was part of an elaborate hoax designed to keep the mystery alive. But then another discovery changed everything. Hidden deep inside the abandoned computer was a second folder. Unlike the first one, this folder had no encryption. Its name was simple. Witness Undefined. Nobody knew who Witness 07 was. Nobody had ever mentioned them before. Yet according to the files, this mysterious individual had been present on the night of the incident. The folder contained only 3 items. A photograph, an audio recording, and a handwritten note. The photograph immediately attracted attention. It showed a rooftop overlooking the city skyline. At first glance, nothing seemed unusual. Then viewers noticed something strange. Standing near the edge of the rooftop was a lone figure wearing a dark coat. The face was impossible to identify. The image quality was poor. Yet the figure appeared to be staring directly at the camera. As if they knew someone was watching. As if they wanted to be seen. The photograph became one of the most analyzed images in internet history. People enhanced it. Color-corrected it. Used artificial intelligence to sharpen details. Every attempt produced different results. The mystery only deepened. The second file proved even stranger. The recording lasted 4 minutes and 21 seconds. Most of it contained wind noise, traffic sounds, distant sirens. Then halfway through the audio a voice appeared. Quiet. Nervous. Breathing heavily. The voice spoke only 7 words. They're changing the story right now. Then silence. The recording ended. That was it. 7 words. Yet those 7 words triggered worldwide speculation. Who was changing the story? Why were they changing it? And what story needed changing in the first place? Questions multiplied. Answers remained non-existent. The final file shocked everyone. Unlike the digital documents, this was a scanned handwritten page. The writing appeared rushed. Almost frantic. Several lines had been crossed out. Others were barely readable. But one paragraph stood out. Read. If anything happens to me, look at the rooftop cameras. The footage from the street doesn't show everything. They never expected anyone to check above. The message sent investigators into a frenzy. Rooftop cameras. Until that moment, nobody had discussed rooftop surveillance. Everyone had focused on hallway footage and street cameras. Could there really be another angle? Could an entirely different version of events exist? The hunt began immediately. Internet detectives worked around the clock. Old maps were examined. Building permits were studied. Archived photographs were reviewed. After several days, a breakthrough occurred. One researcher discovered that a neighboring office tower had once operated security cameras facing the rooftop mentioned in the note. The cameras had supposedly been removed years ago. Supposedly. Yet archived maintenance records suggested something odd. The system remained active weeks after its official shutdown date. Nobody could explain why. The records shouldn't have existed. But they did. And that meant footage might still be out there. Somewhere. Waiting. Just when interest in the case reached its peak, a new figure emerged. Nobody knew their identity. Nobody knew their location. The account appeared online without warning. No profile photo. No personal information. No followers. The username consisted of only one word. Observer. The account uploaded a 20-second clip. Nothing more. The video showed a rooftop. The same rooftop from the photograph. A storm raged overhead. Rain slammed against concrete surfaces. The image shook violently. Then for a brief moment 2 people appeared. One stood near the edge. The other remained hidden in the shadows. The clip ended before either face became visible. Millions watched. Millions replayed. Millions argued over what they had seen. The video's final frame contained a hidden message. Most viewers missed it. One investigator did not. Embedded in a reflection was a date. A date exactly 1 week before the incident. The timeline suddenly became much larger than anyone imagined. As analysts pieced together evidence, a disturbing possibility emerged. What if the events of that final night had not been spontaneous? What if everything had been planned? A leaked document appeared online claiming a private meeting had occurred 7 days earlier. Attendees were unknown. The location remained undisclosed. Yet several names appeared in the report. Some names had never been connected to the mystery before. Others had been discussed from the beginning. The leak ignited fresh controversy. Commentators debated its authenticity. Experts questioned its origins. Nobody could verify it. But nobody could disprove it either. The uncertainty fueled even more speculation. Then came the post that terrified everyone following the case. The anonymous observer account uploaded a single image. Nothing else. No explanation. No caption. Just a black background with white text. The missing 17 minutes will be released in 7 days. The internet exploded. News websites covered the announcement. Livestream channels launched non-stop coverage. Discussion forums crashed under heavy traffic. Everyone wanted to know the same thing. Were the missing 17 minutes real? Or was this another trick? 7 days suddenly felt like 7 years. As the countdown ticked lower, strange events began occurring. Accounts discussing the mystery vanished. Videos disappeared. Entire discussion threads were deleted overnight. The more information people sought, the harder it became to find. Almost as if someone wanted the story buried. But it was already too late. The mystery had grown beyond anyone's control. And somewhere in the shadows, a witness was preparing to reveal the truth. The truth hidden inside 17 missing minutes. The truth that could change everything. And according to Observer, the release would happen exactly at midnight. The countdown reached 0. Midnight. For 7 days the internet had waited. Millions refreshed their screens. Live streams attracted record-breaking audiences. Forums overflowed with theories. Nobody knew what would happen when the clock struck 12. Then it appeared. A new upload from the mysterious Observer account. The title was chillingly simple. 17 minutes. Nothing more. No explanation. No description. No warning. Just those 2 words. Within seconds the video spread across every major platform. Millions clicked. Millions watched. And millions immediately realized something was wrong. Very wrong. The footage opened with a timestamp matching the night at the center of the mystery. Rain hammered against the building. Thunder echoed through the city. The camera angle appeared different from every clip released before. This was not hallway footage. This was not street surveillance. This was the rooftop camera mentioned in the witness note. The camera overlooked nearly the entire area. For the first 3 minutes nothing happened. The rooftop remained empty. Wind howled. Rain obscured visibility. Viewers grew impatient. Then a figure emerged from a stairwell door. A lone silhouette dressed in black. The individual moved cautiously, frequently looking over their shoulder, as though expecting someone to follow. The figure walked toward the center of the rooftop and stopped, then waited. For exactly 43 seconds. At timestamp 3:43 a second figure appeared. The livestream chats exploded. This was the moment everyone had been waiting for. The second individual approached slowly. Neither person's face was visible. Rain and darkness concealed their identities. The 2 figures stood facing each other. Motionless. Then the first figure handed over a small object. Something rectangular. Possibly a phone. Possibly a storage device. Possibly something else entirely. Nobody could tell. The footage quality simply wasn't good enough. But everyone agreed on one thing. The exchange looked important. Very important. Although the camera lacked a microphone, audio suddenly appeared. Experts later claimed the sound came from a separate recording synchronized with the video. The voices were distorted. Artificially altered. Yet several phrases could still be understood. One voice said, "It's already too late." The other replied, "Not if they never find it." Silence followed. Then came a sentence that would become legendary online. "The footage isn't the secret." Pause. "The secret is who ordered it removed." The internet exploded. Social media feeds flooded with reactions. Theories multiplied by the second. What footage? Who ordered it removed? And why? The mystery had suddenly become much larger than anyone imagined. Then everything changed. At timestamp 8:17, viewers noticed movement in the corner of the screen. A third figure. Watching from a distance. Hidden behind rooftop machinery. Nobody had noticed them before. The individual remained perfectly still. Almost invisible against the darkness. Yet once spotted they became impossible to ignore. The third figure never approached. Never spoke. Never moved. Simply watched. As though observing events unfold. As though collecting evidence. As though waiting for the right moment. Internet investigators immediately labeled the stranger the silent witness. At 11:06, lightning illuminated the rooftop. For less than a second. One frame. One single frame. Yet it became the most analyzed image in the history of the case. The flash revealed something unexpected. Not three figures. For a fourth individual stood near the rooftop entrance. Hidden in darkness. Watching everyone. The discovery changed everything. For months, discussions had focused on two people. Later, attention shifted to three. Now there were four. How many more had been present? What else remained hidden? Questions multiplied. Answers remained elusive. Then came the moment nobody expected. At exactly 14:52, the footage glitched. The image distorted. Static filled the screen. The timestamp froze. Audio became fragmented. Viewers watched in confusion. Had the upload been corrupted? Had someone tampered with the file? The glitch lasted 23 seconds. When the picture returned, the rooftop was empty. Completely empty. Every figure had vanished. No explanation. No transition. Nothing. It was as if they had never been there. Only rain remained. Only darkness. Only questions. Most viewers focused on the footage itself. A small group focused elsewhere. The file's metadata. What they discovered was unbelievable. Buried within the upload were coordinates. Not obvious coordinates. Encoded coordinates. The numbers pointed toward a remote location outside the city. An abandoned communications facility. A place long forgotten. A place officially closed years earlier. Yet satellite imagery suggested recent activity. Fresh vehicle tracks. New tire marks. Signs of movement. The revelation sent shockwaves through the online community. Could the mystery extend beyond the city? Could evidence still be hidden there? The race began immediately. 3 independent investigators traveled to the location. Each live-streamed the journey. Millions followed in real time. The facility appeared deserted. Chain-link fences surrounded the property. Warning signs hung from rusted gates. Tall communication towers stretched toward the clouds. Everything seemed abandoned. Until they entered the main building. Inside they found dust. Broken equipment. Collapsed ceilings. And something else. A room that looked untouched. A room that appeared maintained. Recently maintained. Someone had been there. Recently. Very recently. The investigators continued deeper. Then one of them noticed a blinking light. A server. Still running. After all these years. Still active. Still connected. Still waiting. The server contained hundreds of corrupted files. Most were unreadable. One was not. Its title sent chills through everyone watching. Phase 2. The file required a password. Millions attempted to crack it. None succeeded. Hours passed. Then days. Finally, a breakthrough came from an unlikely source. A viewer compared numbers hidden throughout previous uploads. The sequence formed a phrase that unlocked the file. When the document opened, viewers expected answers. Instead, they found a warning. Only 6 words appeared on the screen. You have discovered only the beginning. Below the warning was a date. A future date. 3 days away. And beneath the date was another message. The witness will finally speak. As anticipation reached unprecedented levels, a short audio teaser appeared online. The recording lasted only 12 seconds. The voice sounded calm, confident, determined. The speaker said, "For months, everyone asked the wrong questions." Pause. "The truth isn't on the rooftop." Another pause. "The truth is beneath it." The recording ended. The internet lost its mind. Beneath it? What existed beneath the rooftop? A hidden room? Tunnel? A vault? Another recording? Nobody knew. Yet everyone understood one thing. The mystery had entered a completely new chapter. The rooftop footage wasn't the ending. It wasn't even the main secret. It was merely a distraction. A breadcrumb leading toward something much larger. Something buried. Something hidden. Something powerful enough to keep people searching long after the original footage surfaced. And in just 3 days, according to the mysterious witness, the real story would finally begin.